This is The Truth Will Set You Free, the Sacred Flame transmission series that pierces illusion, unearths remembrance, and activates your divine embodiment. This is episode 36. The Garden Was Never Lost, Reclaiming the Edenic Field. Take a breath. This one is a return not to the past, but to the eternal. And we're going to do this one a little bit differently. Typically, I go with introduction and then I go through the segments and have a closing. But this time I wanted to make it a little more interactive and a little more in alignment with how I do things at Anshara'el. And you can also check out my sister channel, Anshara'el, Anshara'el, for all kinds of rituals and activations. It's where I teach you who and what you truly are and how we're meant to live. All right, let's continue. I feel like this music is a little bit loud, so let's turn that down. Okay. What if Eden was never a place where you were cast out of? What if it was never lost, only forgotten? What if the gates were never closed? What if the sword that guarded them was not to keep you out, but to ignite your return? There is a garden, not of myth, but in memory, not behind you, but within you. The garden is not a story, it is a frequency, a crystalline field of coherence, wholeness, and divine order. And it is still here, waiting, remembering you. So we have a declaration. Repeat out loud after me. I remember the garden. I remember my belonging. I remember the Edenic field within me and around me. I now reclaim this sacred frequency. I walk as Eden restored. So it is. Core message. The Edenic field is a living realm. The Edenic field is not a location in the past. It is a living harmonic template encoded within Gaia's multidimensional layers and within your oversoul. It is the original earth frequency before distortion. It is the field of pure coherence where soul, spirit, and matter move as one. Eden was not destroyed. The Edenic template was simply became inaccessible through trauma, fragmentation, and collective amnesia. But here's the truth. You were never locked out. You were never exiled. You were never punished. The fall was not punishment. It was a forgetting. And the sword before Eden is the fire of remembrance. You are not returning backward. You are progressing forward to a Christic evolution that carries the memory of Eden into form once again. The garden is a frequency. Eden is not a myth. It is a vibration. It is encoded in your cells. It is accessible through stillness, coherence, prayerful living, nature attunement, and soul remembrance. And a key point here, when we say prayerful living, this is not religious, okay? This is your communion between you and source with nothing in between, nothing extra, your connection, that prayerful living in alignment with your divinity. So each time you embody divine order, you re-enter Eden. Each time you speak sacred truth, you walk among the trees. Each time you act from love, you restore the garden in the world. Eden is within, and Eden is ahead. It lives in the timeline of ascended Gaia. It lives in the crysted realms you are anchoring. So let's do an anchoring practice. This is the Edenic Field retuning. So we're going to start by placing both of our hands over our heart. We're going to breathe in through the nose slowly for 4 counts. We're going to hold for 4, and then we're going to exhale through the mouth for a count of 8. Okay? So speak aloud. After that, we're going to speak aloud, I return to the garden, and we'll continue along. But let's start. Place our hands over the heart. Breathe in through the nose. Hold. Exhale. Breathe in through the nose. Hold. Exhale through the mouth. Breathe in through the nose. Hold. Exhale through the mouth. Now speak aloud. I return to the garden. Visualize a crystalline field of gold white light covering the ground beneath your feet, opening up to receive you. See the Edenic frequency rising into your being. Calm, coherent, sacred. Allow it to rise through your entire being, from the bottom of your feet to the top of your crown. Allow it to expand even further, lighting up all of your internal and external chakras. Allow it to expand through all of your energetic bodies, within and around you. Repeat. I carry Eden. I live as Eden. I bless the earth with Eden. Feel the frequency settle. You are not seeking Eden. You are becoming it. Closing transmission. The gates were never closed, only your memory was. Now you remember. Now you walk forward with the garden in your hands. Now you are the Edenic field embodied. This is not the end of the story. It is the re-beginning, and it begins with you. You are not returning to a lost past. You are bringing Eden into the future. You are the gate. You are the key. You are the restoration. Next time on The Truth Will Set You Free, episode 37, the Edenic flame, the light that cannot be taken. What if the original flame never went out? What if your inner fire is not something to reignite, but to remember? In episode 37, we journey into the Edenic flame, the eternal spark seated within your oversoul at the beginning of your creation. This is the primordial Christ flame that was never extinguished, only hidden beneath layers of distortion, trauma, and forgetting. We'll explore the origin of the Edenic flame and how it differs from false fires of willpower, ego, or forced motivation. Why your sacred flame is immune to inversion, even if it's being buried. how to rekindle your Edenic fire through stillness, devotion, and divine ignition, the difference between consuming fire and illuminating fire, and why the world needs the latter now more than ever. Because no matter what was taken, your Edenic flame cannot be. Final words. Thank you for walking with me in this sacred transmission. If this spoke to your soul, share it, speak it, live it. Let us walk Eden back into the world. Subscribe to The Truth Will Set You Free and join the pathway at Anshara'El. And remember, the truth is not a concept, it is a frequency, and that frequency lives inside you. Until next time, beloved soul.